If a larger country oppresses a smaller country, I stand with the smaller country. If in that smaller country there is a majority religion which oppresses the minority religion, I stand with the minority religion. If in that minority religion there is one caste which oppresses the other caste, I stand with the oppressed caste. If in that oppressed caste there is a boss who oppresses the employee, I stand with the employee. If that employee goes home and oppresses his wife, I stand with that woman.
It is inspiring and moving to hear. Overall, oppression is my enemy. It appears to me the passage identifies oppressions at various levels and to be consistently against oppression. That even if one is from an oppressed group, that does not give them any justification to oppress someone else. A bigger country is not any more special to have the right to oppress a smaller country. One religious group is not any special to exercise their free will to oppress any other religious group. One caste is not any special to oppress other caste in the name of personal choice. One boss is no special to get away oppressing an employee. One employee is no special to get away oppressing their spouse. And guess what? One human is not in any sense superior to a non-human animal to oppress animals in the name of personal choice or free will. Animals have been oppressed by both bigger and smaller countries. Animals have been exploited by people of both religions, be it the majority or minority. Animals have been victimized by both the people, those who consider themselves as upper castes and also whom they label as lower caste. Animals have been commodified by both the boss and the employee. Animals have their basic rights violated by males and females. But animals do not see your caste. Animals do not see your sex, gender, class, race, ethnicity, or religion. To the victims, either you are their oppressors or you are not. So, when you quote Periyar, overall oppression is my enemy, overall domination is my enemy, are you saying it because it sounds powerful, or is it something that you actually live by? Do you actually oppose oppression and domination of all innocent beings? Or do you think one group of beings, humans, are somehow more deserving of their rights, more so than others? While we are at it, you seem to call yourself a feminist. But tell me, Lakhshya, which word would you use to describe someone who actively participates in the oppression of the weak, the exploitation of a female's reproductive system, and reduces an innocent being to nothing but an egg-laying machine or a milk-making machine? What can one infer about a person's commitment to justice and a stance against oppression when they demand for fishes and chickens to be slain, slaughtered, as if they were mere objects and commodities? Do you actually care about bodily autonomy, about ending exploitation, when you commodify a mother for whey protein? And no, this is not about your food choices or your nutritional sources. This is about your perspective towards all non-human animals. But maybe, just maybe, you didn't know murdering innocent animals, be it for their flesh, skin and bones, tusks or oil, came with victimization and oppression of animals. Maybe you didn't know that hens were actually raped to lay more and more eggs only to hatch into chicks, which will be murdered with indifference. That other hens are forced to ovulate again and again and again and again to steal her eggs. Maybe, just maybe, you didn't know that just like a human female, buffaloes and cows lactate only after giving birth and only for their babies. Maybe you didn't know that these mothers are sexually assaulted to become pregnant, and their baby's birthright, their mother's milk, is stolen away from them. Maybe you didn't consider that rape, theft, slavery and oppression can and does happen to non-human animals. Maybe your current actions and values are so deeply anthropocentric that you can't recognize the possibility that animals have been oppressed by almost every single oppressed or oppressor group of humans. Be it for their flesh, eggs, milk or honey. Be it for silk, skin, wool, fur or feathers. Be it for scientific experiments, for transportation, labor, culture or entertainment. So Lakhshya, the goal of this video is not a plea to you. It's not to be a bloody mirror, but a mirror spared of the blood of the innocent animals for you to reflect and question your values if you are truly against stealing, rape, slavery and murder. Or if you will only pretend to care about these injustices in the scenarios where you are conveniently not the oppressor. If you are truly against oppression, show it in your actions. Your empty words are worth nothing to the victims. Overall, oppression is my enemy. So what is it going to be for all of you who speak about or share a post about anti-oppression, acknowledging that animals are the forgotten and the ignored victims and changing your attitude and perspective towards animals? Or refusing to count animals as the oppressed beings and come up with the excuse why animals are not worthy of justice and liberation. Are you actually against oppression?